Hey guys, it's Coco Tarot, and today we have another pick a card on the topic of the truth about your insomnia, why you can't sleep. Now, I will preface this by saying I am not a medical professional, okay? So if you are experiencing some medical problems, please go see a doctor. But sometimes there can be spiritual reasons for our physical ailments, or I don't know if sleeping is a physical ailment, but you know what I mean. But we're just gonna get right into it. You can pick a pile based off of the thumbnail, and I will see you guys in your pile. Hey, pile one, we're gonna get right into your reading and get into why you haven't been able to sleep at night, why you might be experiencing some insomnia. More in line of the spiritual reasons why this could be occurring. You picked the photo of the city lights. I will add the photo somewhere here when I edit this video, and I'll put it on the screen. But we're gonna get right into it and see what's going on. I'm going to put the cards out first, and then we're gonna go into the message. So, pile one. Why haven't they be? Ooh, why haven't they been able to sleep at night? Okay. Why hasn't pile one been able to sleep at night? Search for hidden strength to develop. Physical harm, unexpected gifts, and privileges. Clarify this. Why is pile one experiencing sleep issues? Insomnia. Thank you so much. One card. When the storm spirits play. Clarify this. Why is pile one experiencing sleep issues? Why is pile number one experiencing sleep issues? The Tower. Two more. The Four of Swords. Yeah, okay. And the King of Hearts, which is the King of Cups. Two more decks, guys. I know. We're going to get into it. Why is pile one experiencing sleep issues? Okay. Grief. Why is pile one experiencing sleeping issues? Insomnia. One card. Okay, helpful person. Someone wants to help. Think of whom that may be and initiate contact. And protection. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Okay, so immediately pile number one, it's so funny because I had to preface this reading about, being able to see a doctor and making sure that these issues don't derive out of something medical or health-wise. But what I'm seeing here is you have had a lot of health issues. You have had, with the physical harm here, it's making me think that you have gone through some kind of grief in terms of your health or your vitality is what I'm hearing. So you could be having dreams of, I'm hearing when you were healthier, or dreams that have been like night terrors, PTSD, okay? Something here where you're replaying a situation that brought you grief and physical harm. It's hard for you to sleep because you are replaying something, or maybe you had a near-death experience and you could feel as if, yeah, you were protected through that situation, but you also, it was a lot to deal with. With the Four of Swords here, there could have been a long resting period after this physical harm or grief or whatever you went through with your health. you could still be in this rest period. It just almost feels as if, pile one, you escaped near death, or you escaped something. It's like something saved you, or you were protected through a situation. But in a lot of ways, even though you were spared and protected or given, a chance to live life again, you could question this, and this could keep you up at night because you're searching for some kind of meaning in the grief. You're like, why did I suffer so greatly, or why did this thing happen to me? And if it isn't health, it could be anything, but it feels like it has to do with your body because of the physical harm here. Okay. This could be something that put you on disability with the privileges and unexpected gifts, something that where you had to reach out and ask people for help. You had to be someone who you needed others, or you had to depend on others. So whatever has happened to you, whatever you have PTSD about, it's something that kind of stripped you of your personal strength and made you have to reach out for the strength of others. And that could be something that involved an ego death for you, Paul One. So I'm seeing you losing sleep or having insomnia because of a really, really tough experience, a specific experience. When the storm spirits play, I'm pretty sure this card talks about things that happen that are out of our control. Things that could bring us grief or make us feel, in that question of why am I here? Or what was that? Why did that happen to me? Did I need that for some kind of spiritual quest? With the King of Cups here, whatever the situation is and whatever you are experiencing, even if it's night terrors or restlessness, I'm hearing restless leg syndrome, it's teaching you how to love in some way. It's teaching you how to expand, like something here has made you more empathetic or made you see a completely new perspective on life. It could have brought you closer to a group of people or something that you didn't expect it to bring you closer to. So maybe you went through something and now you connect with others who have gone through the same thing, and it kind of opened your eyes or your world to this group of people or this experience that you didn't even know or think about before it happened to you. Okay, this is very specific, Pile One. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. You're having to really dig in and find love through the things that you've lost. Or because of the things you've lost, you're having to dig deep to figure out your own empathy for yourself. Your insomnia, Pal One, it stems from the fact that your destiny has completely changed based off of a physical experience in this reality. You can no longer go back to who you were, or go back to that place, or go back to that way of thinking. Whatever this is, it's changed you for the long haul. And what I'm hearing is you're having to play with the chaos that the divine God, whoever you believe in, has bestowed upon you. I think that what you're experiencing right now has been put in your life because in some way you like to have control, pal number one, or before this happened to you, you were able to have control, or there's something here where you have been put on the opposite end of that and you're having to live life without the control. And you're having to start from square one. This one here is on the card. It's the first card of that deck. You're having to start from square one, like a baby. Like how a baby learns to walk, or it's like this, you're being reborn in some way. There's a new shape or form to you. It's like you're in a completely different form than you were yesterday. I'm hearing yesteryear. In a lot of ways, you're being activated, which is why you can't sleep. I feel that as well. Also, pal number one, hold on one second, because there's a prayer that I keep in my purse that I'm being told to read for you, and that's a confirmation not falling over. Okay, so someone who passed away, who's very near and dear to my heart, this belonged to her. And it's like a little cross. I think she made it actually because she was a very crafty woman, and she was like the craft queen. She could make anything. She could sew anything. She could draw anything. It was amazing. But there's this little prayer here. I don't know if you guys can see it because the writing is super, super tiny. Yeah, okay. And it says, "The cross in my pocket. I carry a cross in my pocket, a simple reminder to me of the fact that I am a Christian, no matter where I may be." So maybe you're a Christian, okay, even if you're not. "Nor is it a good luck charm. This little cross is not magic, nor is it a good luck charm. It is meant to protect me from every physical harm. Look at that, physical harm. When I put my hand in my pocket to bring out a coin or a key, the cross is there to remind me of the price he paid for me. It reminds me, too, to be thankful for my blessings day by day and to strive to serve him better in all that I do and say. It's also a daily reminder of the peace and comfort I share with all who know my master and give themselves his care. So I carry this cross in my pocket, reminding no one but me that Jesus Christ is Lord of my life, if only I'll let him be. If only I'll let him be." Okay? So you don't have to be a Christian, okay? But it's like a protection prayer. There's something with your throat chakra too. It's like I'm getting choked up a little bit. It's crazy how that said physical harm and so does this. You are so protected by not magic, okay? By not even miracles. It's something bigger than that. You're connected to something, Paul, number one. And it could be hard for you to sleep because you're being activated in some kind of way, in a physical way, in your body. You're no longer who you used to be, and I think you're starting to become more comfortable with that, comfortable with the changes that you've made physically or in your spirit. It's like the physical changes you've made have changed your spirit in some way. I feel the need to say that your life is just beginning, pal number one. And there could be anxiety, and there's this notion for you to, the anxiety that you feel because you are this new person, this new body, this new spirit. Try to take that as excitement. Instead of saying I'm so anxious right now, say I'm so excited right now. It can be really cliche to hear people say, this happened so you could develop strength, or this happened so you could be stronger. I'm not saying that's why this happened to you. But maybe it happened to you so that you could realize that love is bigger than any form. This card, it's reminding me of a drum circle, or in Native American folklore, different things, people who would take like a bunch of peyote and then go find their spirit animal. And a lot of those things are really tough. You have to like be in the wild with no clothes for like a week, but I feel like you're doing that spiritually. Like inside of you is this drum circle, this chaos, finding your spirit animal totem and running off into the woods with nothing on, but it's allowing you to play with the chaos and build from it. So I really do think, spiritually speaking, your insomnia is stemming from the changes, the DNA activation, the fact that you have literally changed form, physical form in some kind of way. It's kind of like when women give birth and their whole body changes, or how your cells change every 7 years. It's actually really remarkable, because spiritually here, Paul One, you've been reborn into this, like in the same lifetime. Like you didn't die and reincarnate into the next lifetime, if that's what you believe in. Even if you don't, it's like you were reborn in this same lifetime that you're in now. A near-death experience, or like I said, escaping. I'm hearing escaping fate. It's like by the skin of your teeth. You're not only alive, but you're more awake than you've ever been. That lightning bolt is sticking out to me. So there's a lot here where life's completely different for you now, Paul number one. So take it easy on yourself. I'm hearing take a nap. Okay, it's okay to take a nap and just rest and let your body fall into that sleep. Because I'm feeling like as soon as your body falls into that REM, your nervous system could be shot a little bit. It's like you jolt awake. I'm seeing someone like, you know what I mean? It's like you never, maybe it's hard for you to wake up in a very like peaceful way where you're like, So there's something here about shaking off the fear, okay? I'm hearing that although terrible things have happened, they're not going to happen twice. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's almost like you just kind of have to not only live with the uncertainty, but live with the fact of knowing that you are protected, even if you feel really vulnerable in your life right now. Try to reach out when you can. Okay, I think that you'll be able to sleep better if you can communicate the things that you're feeling to someone close to you. If you don't have anyone close that you trust to tell, things like that to, getting a journal, as silly as it sounds, or even just like voice recording yourself talking about your thoughts and listening back to it. And, there's something here where there is a lot of changes in your life and changes in you spiritually. And I do think that whoever you believe in, they've been trying to contact you or, speak to you through music, through words, through symbols. There could be things that you think about or you see and you keep running into them, like certain kinds of animals or like coins or things like that. That's your sign. It wasn't magic or anything like that that protected you through some kind of storm that you went through, this chaos. It was love, okay? You are connected to something that's deeper than magic and miracles. It's love. But that is your reading, pal number one. And instead of saying goodbye, I'm going to say goodnight. And I hope to see you soon. Hey, pal two. We're going to get right into your reading and kind of get to the bottom of why you might be experiencing some insomnia or lack of sleep. You picked the picture of the neon sign, so maybe you've been asking for a sign recently, but I'll put the picture somewhere here so you can remember it. I'm going to get the cards out first and then we will get into the messages. So I hope you're doing well, pal number two. So why is pal number two experiencing sleep issues? Why is pal number two experiencing insomnia? Spiritual reasons? One card. Why is pal number two experiencing, okay. If the fox can't hide his tail. Pal number two. Why do I feel... I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to wait. Why is pal number two experiencing sleep issues? Why is pal number... Quiet but sudden outbursts of emotions. Why is pal number two experiencing insomnia? Temporary isolation, personal loss. Why is pal number two experiencing insomnia or sleep issues? The spiritual reason. Three cards. Okay, the Ten of Swords. The Prince of Swords. One more card for pal number two. Why are they experiencing insomnia? The World. Pal number two, I'm not even going to lie to you. I know I'm supposed to wait till the cards come out, but I feel like you got caught doing something. Or why is pal number two experiencing insomnia? Healing heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the good work. And then just one more and we'll get into it. Why is pal number two experiencing insomnia? Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. Yeah, pal number two, it feels like you got caught for something. Or if you didn't get caught, you could be losing sleep over the fact that you have a guilty conscience, okay? The Prince of Swords, he moves very fast in and out. The Ten of Swords is betrayal. The world is closing cycles. You could have jumped the gun or made a decision that hurt somebody else, and now you could be just having guilt about it or a guilty conscience. If this isn't you and you're cross-watching, this could be someone that you're dealing with. But you're having to accept what you did. This temporary isolation, it makes me think of, putting someone in the corner and being like, bad, you, bad, bad. Like, I'm your bad dog. It's like, you, pile two, you bit off more than you could chew, okay? Maybe you were playing social circles, or maybe you tried to double dip. It's almost as if you experienced a loss because of your sneaky behavior here with the fox. You could be the type of person who likes things to end when you want them to end, or how you like them to end. And maybe they ended it with you, or a situation turned out in a way that you didn't expect or intend it to happen. And this could have caused you to feel like, no, 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 wait, wait, wait. As this door was closing and this ending was happening, you kind of having that outburst of emotions because you didn't want this to happen. So the example I'm getting, like, let's say you're watching for someone, or this could even be you. Maybe you put someone in a third party, or someone put you in a third party, and they thought that they could have their cake and eat it too. But then come to find out, you and the person that they had you in a third party with become friends. You know what I mean? And then you guys end up, gaining a relationship out of it, a friendship or something. It's like that, where someone or you did not calculate that this loss was coming, or this loss would happen in a certain way. Someone here thought that they were getting 2 or 3 or 4, and they ended up with 0. Okay, I'm seeing the 5 of Swords. Something here was a failure. And for some of you guys, Paul, too, this is you. You're not cross watching for anyone. This is you. You're losing sleep because you either got caught or you have a guilty conscience. Or if you don't resonate with that, it's almost like you feeling like dang, it really had to end like that. Like you're kind of replaying a situation like, man, if I would have played my cards better, or maybe if I didn't say that, if I didn't send that text, if I didn't tell them about I'm hearing that X. There's something here where you feel like, dang, I really dropped the ball on that. You were really close to something, okay? You were ready to start a cycle, and it ended up ending instead. Something kind of bamboozled you, and pile two, you're losing sleep over it. You have a bit of insomnia because you're kind of thinking about like what you shoulda, coulda, woulda, or what somebody else, if you're watching for someone else. You're having to accept this ending regardless. I mean, the World and the Ten of Swords, this door is closed. You cannot revisit this person, this situation. It ended, and I feel like it ended pretty badly. Now with the 2 foxes here kind of meeting through these portals, and there's an eye here and music, you are connecting to someone that maybe you're not in contact with anymore, or you're in no contact with. Someone could have blocked you, or you blocked them, and you could be feeling this person's energy. You could be seeing this person's name, and you're like, why did that happen, or why did I fumble this, or there's a little bit of embarrassment and humiliation attached to this. So someone could have been embarrassed. Regardless of the situation, pile 2, you feel like you moved way too quickly into something and didn't calculate all angles of the situation. And in a lot of ways, you feel like you can't even resuscitate this energy, this connection, whatever it is. You feel like you can't go back. For some of you, this could even be a job where, you did something at the job, or you made a mistake and you didn't think that mistake would cost you the job, and then it does. And you're like, man, what the heck was that? This can't be resuscitated. You can't really go back to this situation. It is a learning curve for you. And I think that once you kind of not just accept the situation, but forgive yourself, okay, and forgive others involved. There's a little bit of forgiveness that needs to happen here. And if you don't want to forgive, it's kind of like there's nothing you can do about it, okay? What happened. If you said things you didn't want to say out of emotions, or, you got caught up in the moment, and then, for some of you guys, you said something to someone and you didn't think that, or about someone, and you didn't think that person would find out, and they found out. You know what I mean? And you having to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that they, saw that screenshot, or they saw that text, or they saw that I said that about them. This is definitely, reaping what you sow. And that's why you're losing sleep. And you know this too. If you clicked on this, you know this. You're like, okay, that's why I keep thinking about that situation and replaying it over and over again. There is this message here about, I think you'll be able to sleep better when you just let yourself move on, accept it for what it is. It's embarrassing, it's whatever. And a lot of times, too, we sit there and lose sleep over situations and replay things that the other people involved probably don't even remember or aren't even thinking about, you know? So try not to get too attached to the embarrassment or the cringe, or there's definitely someone here who feels really embarrassed for how they acted in the past. I'm hearing they showed their ASSS, okay? They showed it. Kind of accept the fact, like, yeah, I got caught, and look at it as a funny situation. Try to look back on it with laughs, because with the tail sitting out of the portal here, you definitely got caught. Someone's mask was revealed here, or maybe they were, or you were one way with one person but different with another. You definitely left something behind, or I don't know, pal number two, you were a little messy. That's what happened. That's how you got caught. You were a little messy. There could be things that you want to say, but you're not able to say because you're blocked. You know what I mean? It's like maybe whoever you're dealing with, they got to get the last word in, or I'm just seeing you very frustrated that you can't say your piece. You can't explain the situation. Maybe time has passed. It's like you're just having to live with this guilty conscience, or the fact of getting caught and being, kind of embarrassed when you get caught and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I do see you replaying the situation at night before bed and kind of inserting what would have played out if you said things differently, or if you did one thing or didn't do another. I think you're kind of like rearranging things in your head to try to calculate it, and there's a need for you to not do that, because it plays into your overthinking and overanalyzing, and it's not going to solve the situation. Okay, I'm hearing you're blocked. It's done. The best you can do is just accept it, okay, and try not to be focused on a particular outcome with this person or situation. It's something that's embarrassing and cringy, okay? I feel like whatever it is, maybe you wouldn't admit to it, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I sent that text to the wrong person, or I'm feeling really embarrassed right now. I feel really like something that you think about you did in the past, where you have to cover your eyes and cringe for a second. That's what this is. Some of you guys, you're just gonna have to chalk it up to being young and just let it go. Okay, just let it go. It's cringy, it's embarrassing. Do people remember it? I don't know. They probably don't even think about it as much as you do. So that's why there's this need to just be embarrassed, feel it, and let it go. Try to make a joke out of it, or see the situation with humor, but also learn from it and try not to be so messy next time. Pile number two, because I feel like, what I mean? I feel like I have to be your friend here and be like, okay, that you shouldn't have been hanging out with blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? There's something here where you got caught. You got caught double dipping. But once you accept that and let it go, I feel like you will have some really good snoozes in the future, okay? So pile number two, that was your reading. Thank you for being here. And instead of saying goodbye, I am going to wish you a good night, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pal number three. We're going to get right into your reading and see why you may have been experiencing some insomnia or lack of sleep, the spiritual reasons for that. You pick the picture of the pretty pink chandelier. I will put it somewhere on the screen when I edit the video. I'm going to get into the cards and lay them out first, and then we'll get into the message. So let's see here. Pile number three. Why is pile number three experiencing insomnia or sleep issues? Pile number three. Thank you so much. Disagreement due to dominating partners. Not letting go, obsessed with what's gone. Why is pile number three experiencing sleep issues? When it's time to say goodbye. Oh, snap, pile number three. This feels like it's about to get deep. I mean, there's some waters here, some lilies. The name Lily could be significant. Why is pal number 3 experiencing sleep issues? 3 cards for pal number 3. Why are they experiencing sleep issues? The sun. Ooh. Okay, the 2 of swords. Yep. Sorry, I know I'm being real cliche tarot reader right now. Like, ooh, yes. 3 of pentacles, but honey, something is happening here. And I know what it is. And you know what it is. And it's coming up in the reading because you're losing sleep over it. Why is pile number 3 losing sleep? Regret. I'm hearing that song that's like, only know you love her when you let her go. Why is pile number 3 experiencing sleep issues? Contemplation time. Spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. Well, pile number 3. It is so obvious here that you feel like something has come to an end, a relationship. Okay, with the 3 of Pentacles here, you know that something has to end, or you feel like something is ending, but you either don't know how it ends, or you don't know how to end it, or you feel like something has run its course. There's a lot of frustration and you having to decide, like, is this really worth it? Is this really something that I want? Is this really something worth investing my energy into? And whatever it is, you've already invested your energy with the 3 of Pentacles here. You've already energetically or physically merged with another spirit or person. Okay, so maybe you moved in with someone, maybe you it's like this relationship went to the next level, but by it going to the next level, it assured to you that it wasn't going to go any further. And you could be trying to figure out, how do I say this? How do I communicate that my feelings have changed? How do I say this in a way that's loving or that doesn't destroy or hurt another person? This revelation on my heart, on my spirit. Okay, pile number 3, you're in a place right now, like I feel like I'm inside of you right now. I am inside of you, pile number 3. Okay, I am in your spiritual mind, and you are very anxious about how to explain to someone that it's over, that you feel like you and this person are dragging each other down, or you know, sometimes a relationship, it's supposed to be complementary, where 2 people are deciding to come together to grow together, and maybe you feel like you've come together with this energy and you haven't grown, this person hasn't grown, and it's not even like you're the same as when you came in. You feel like you're worse off. Okay, maybe there were arguments or things that you felt like were beneath your morals, or didn't align with your morals. There's something here where you found out that you and this person aren't on the same wavelength in terms of values and morals, or just how you live your life in general. Now, this not letting go and obsessed with what's gone, it could mean a couple of things to me right now, pile number 3. You could be in a place where you're not letting go for material reasons, or like I said, because you don't want to hurt someone. I don't really know why this obsessed with what's gone is here. I will clarify with the tarot really quick. Why is obsessed with what's gone here for pile number 3? The 6 of Swords. The 5. Okay, yeah, you feel like you let something go. Okay. Okay, here's what happened here. You made a decision between this energy and some other energy. And when you merged, you were like, okay, like say this is a person. We'll just give this as an example. You were dating 2 people and you were kind of trying to decide, you know, which one. Sorry, guys, there's a lot of cars going by. You were trying to decide which one of these energies is the one for me, or that I want to be in a partnership with, in a relationship with, even if it's business, whatever. So you chose one thinking that that would make you the happiest. That was the decision that you want. You, with the 2 of Swords here, you had no idea what you were going to do for a really long time. but apprehensively you moved toward what you thought was best for you at the time. And I think now you're kind of upset because your return, or your energetic return, or whatever you expected out of this situation or relationship didn't pan out. And it's like buyer's remorse, where you're kind of like, I should have went with that other option. Maybe this is even a car. Maybe you had a decision between two cars, and you picked the one that you thought was right at the time, but now it's a huge gas bill, or there's technical issues, or it's just not, you're like, I should have picked the other car. So you could feel kind of attached to this situation or to this energy because of the fact that you made a big decision. So if this is a car, you're like, okay, I can't go back and really get that other car. And I should have gotten that other car, but I guess this is the car I have now. So as the cars go by, I might as well drive it. You know what I mean? I might as well enjoy this car. So you, even though you have buyer's remorse, you're kind of feeling like, okay, I'm stuck with this. I'm stuck with this, energy, person, whatever it is. And you've tried your best to work with it, but there's a lot of regrets here, pile number 3. You and this person could butt heads a lot or argue a lot, like I said, or this could be the type of thing where at first things were good, but it's like as soon as you got comfortable or something like that, things could have changed. Why am I getting car examples? It's like buying a used car and it drives off the lot, but then 2 days later the transmission breaks down. You know what I mean? It's like, are you kidding me? Like, I already have the title to this. So there's something here where you feel stuck in this situation, although you know that it's not what you want, and you're losing sleep over it. And I feel as if because you're losing sleep, you're becoming moody as well, and it could be causing even more tension, because I do feel if this is a person that you're dealing with, this other person knows that you've reached your limit in some kind of way. They know that they have overstepped a boundary, or, I'm not trying to say I know how they feel or anything, but some like, the tension here is obvious. It's obvious that you are not happy. This person is not happy. And you and this other party could be losing sleep over it. This could even be a friendship. Maybe you feel there's a friendship that you've been with for so long and now you've outgrown it. You know what I mean? And you want to let it go, but you feel guilt around that. I do think that it could be a good time to, spend time alone. You know what I mean? This could be what your spirit is kind of calling for, or, whoever you believe in, whatever. It's kind of like there's this energy of you really needing to evaluate what you want moving forward. Because it's going to continue to be a restless energy if you don't make a decision that, follow your heart, not your head. You followed your head the first time and it didn't lead you where you expected. So this could be a new opportunity for you to be like, this time I'm going to follow my heart. Okay, what is your heart telling you to do? I think in a lot of ways, you have to let go. And until you make that decision, it's going to be hard to sleep. With this sleeping dragon here too, you could feel like you are going to awaken the beast. Or if you say how you feel, if you put your feelings out on the table and are open, you could feel like there could be retaliation, or someone could be really upset. You could be scared for how someone will react. I really want to take note though, whoever this person is, if you're dealing with another person, I do feel like there is a lot of love and respect here, and that's why you're really calculating your moves, because you do want to express to this person that they mean a lot to you and you do have love for them, but I feel like you're not in love with them. Okay, I'm just going to be real frank here. If this is a person, it feels like you being having love for someone but not being in love with them. You could care about someone deeply, or I don't know, you still care about this person. I feel like in some ways you might even want this person still in your life, or to still interact with this person in some way, in a platonic way. But I don't want to say you've outgrown the situation. It's not for you. You tried it out, you tested it out. I don't want to say test it either, because I don't want to discredit the experience that you had with this person, because I feel like you had a lot of good times. This was something that you really thought for a long time, like, this is it. But your heart is somewhere else. It really is, pile number three. There's a little bit of, that the one that got away syndrome or something here, where you feel like I said, buyer's remorse. After you make this decision and follow your heart, I feel like you're going to get the best sleep you've ever gotten in your life. You're going to take a long nap or go to bed, and you're going to be like, oh, I feel so much better. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders, because you feel like you don't have to wear a mask anymore, or you feel like you don't have to pretend, or because it's not pretending. I don't want to say it like that, because pile number three, like I said, you are so appreciative of the experience that you had with this person, with this car, with, whatever it is. But at the same time, through that experience, you realize maybe this isn't for me. And maybe it's something that you thought you wanted for a really long time. You're like, I've always wanted this. It's been on my to-do list, my goal list. You finally get it. You experience it. You enjoy the experience. And then you think, maybe I want something else. Or maybe, this has grown its course. Maybe it's time to open a new chapter, close the door, and go toward where your soul or your heart is calling you. Can't change the past, and you can't go back and remake that decision, but you can learn from that and act, accordingly in the future. This could be something too that you've overanalyzed to the point where it feels like such a big deal, but once you express that, it could be a lot easier. Maybe it's not like waking a sleeping dragon. Maybe this other person goes, I've been feeling the same way too, but I didn't know how to express it. Did you hear that honk? I'm telling you that you'd be surprised how this person has picked up on your energy as well, and you guys are actually more on alignment or on the same page than you think. You and this person or this other energy, this experience was needed to move forward into something that is more in your heart space. And I feel like the things you've learned in this relationship, you can carry into your next relationship, and it can be tools for really blending yourself with another energy that you want to stick with or stay with, or that you see yourself with for a really long time. So pile number three, I really think you'll rest easy when you make that decision of what you want. What do you want? What do you truly want? You can have that, but I feel like you can't have it until you close this chapter that you're in. Okay, the new chapter begins when you've put that bow on and you finished it. Okay, try not to run out of this in a way that you'll regret. Okay, so how you leave this situation can plant an energetic seed for your new situation. So make sure that you are being truthful and intentional with how you communicate your feelings with this person, because there's a way that you can leave this with a lot of respect for both parties, for all parties, where in the future this could be something that you won't lose sleep over because you ended it properly. But that is your reading, pile number three. Thank you for being here. And instead of saying goodbye, I will say good night.